Welcome to today's explainer. So, let me ask you something. Have you ever had a coworker who never, ever messed up? I mean, think about it. Not a single typo, no missed deadlines, absolutely flawless performance for literally almost a decade? Well, today we're looking at the ultimate employee. We're talking about a government worker who set a record for perfection that is, frankly, kind of hard to believe. But you know what? The most incredible part isn't even the flawless track record itself. It's who, or actually, scratch that, it's what held it. So did a baboon really work for the government? Yeah, absolutely. That is the crazy twist here. The flawless employee we're talking about today was actually a baboon named Jock. He holds this incredible, totally unique distinction of being the only baboon ever officially hired by a railway company. I mean, just stop and think about that for a second. We're not talking about some cute company mascot here. We're talking about a real, official, working employee on the payroll. But how on earth does a primate end up with a government job? Well, let's get into it.
Section 1. A tragic accident. To understand this, we have to go back to a dedicated railway worker named James Wide. Now, James's life took a drastic, completely unexpected turn when he lost both of his legs in a terrible, terrible accident right there on the job. It was just an absolutely devastating blow. You have to remember, at the time, losing your mobility in this kind of heavily physical, industrial setting like the railways, that essentially meant losing your entire livelihood. So naturally, everybody around James, from his peers to the railway management, they all just assumed his career was completely over. I mean, how could a guy operate as a signalman without the ability to walk around? To everyone looking on, it was just physically impossible.
Section 2. Training the signalman.
But here is where the story gets wild. Instead of giving up, James actually saw potential in his pet baboon, Jock, and he trained him to do the impossible. Jock's daily routine was unbelievable. Step 1. He would ride the handcar to work. He was quite literally commuting to the station every single morning just like any human employee. Step 2. Read train schedules perfectly. And listen, this wasn't just pulling levers at random. Jock actually learned the schedules. He completely understood what needed to happen and when. And Step 3. Operate the complex levers and signals. He fully mastered the mechanics of every single lever in that station, developing a real, functional understanding of a highly technical and critical safety system. It's like a giant puzzle, and he totally solved it.
Section 3. The ultimate test.
Okay, so obviously news of a baboon running a railway station eventually reached the higher-ups. You can't exactly keep that a secret. Railway officials were, as you might guess, highly skeptical. And they decided they needed to test Jock under extreme pressure. So they deliberately sent conflicting signals down the line. They were actively trying to confuse this baboon, throwing all these unexpected variables at him just to see if he would break his routine or make some fatal error. But their plan completely failed. Every single time they tried to trick him, Jock made the exact correct safety decision. He didn't just memorize a routine, right? He actually understood the underlying rules of safety well enough to navigate that conflicting information perfectly.
Section 4. An official contract.
9. For 9 entire years, Jock operated those railway signals. Just put that into perspective. In all that time, managing the daily schedules, pulling those heavy levers, ensuring the absolute safety of massive, moving trains, he did not make a single error on the job. Not once. I mean, think about the error rates of human employees in literally any industry today. 9 flawless years is just an achievement that should leave us all completely in awe.
And you know, his flawless performance actually led to something totally unprecedented, an official employment contract. So what was his salary? 20 cents a day. And as this totally delightful, surprising bonus, the contract also included official beer rations. Yep, you heard that right. He was fully recognized and compensated as a legitimate card-carrying employee of the railway. Intelligence comes in forms we never expect. Jock's story really forces us to completely reevaluate our assumptions about capability and dedication, doesn't it? James Wide saw potential where everyone else just saw limits, and Jock proved him right every single day. It leaves us with a truly memorable realization to ponder today. If a baboon can flawlessly manage complex railway signals for almost a decade without making a single mistake, is it possible that sometimes the absolute best employees aren't even human? Thanks for tuning in to today's explainer, and I'll catch you next time.